I'm just trying to be a father, raise a daughter and a son, be a lover to their mother, everything, everyone. Up and at 'em bright and early, I'm all business in my suit. Yeah, I'm dressed up for success, from my head down to my boots. I don't do it for the money, there's bills that I can't pay. I don't do it for the glory, I just do it anyway. Providing for our futures, my responsibility. Yeah, I'm real good under pressure, being all that I can be. I can't call in sick on Mondays when the weekend's been too strong. I just work straight through the holidays, sometimes all night long. You can bet that I stand ready when the wolf growls at the door. Hey, I'm solid, hey, I'm steady, hey, I'm true down to the core. And I'll always do my duty, no matter what the price. I've counted up the cost, I know the sacrifice. Oh, and I don't wanna die for you, but if dying's asked of me, I'll bear that cross with honor, 'cause freedom don't come free. I'm an American soldier, an American. Beside my brothers and my sisters, I'll probably take a stand. When liberty's in jeopardy, I'll always do what's right. I'm out here on the front lines, sleep in peace tonight. American soldier, I'm an American soldier. Oh, I don't wanna die for you, but if dying's asking me, I'll bear that cross with honor, 'cause freedom don't come free. I'm an American soldier, an American. Beside my brothers and my sisters, I'll proudly take a stand. When liberty's in jeopardy, I will always do what's right. I'm out here on the front lines, so sleep in peace tonight. American soldier, I'm an American. American soldier.
Hello.
Ready to get started?
I just wait. Yeah, I'll take one work so. Well,
Jill, I've got a bunch of background noise. Can I get started?
yes, Your Honor. Sorry.
Okay, thanks. That's okay. Hi, sir. Can I get your full name, please? Mr. Chapman, I'm seeing you this evening because you have some new charges of interfering with judicial proceedings, and then you've got 3 warrants out of Pima County Justice Court. Those are for shoplifting from September 26th of 2024 and shoplifting, 2 different counts of shoplifting from April 11th of this year, and then all of those have failures to appear. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Yes. What did you want to say?
Well, on April 11th, I came in on those misdemeanors. I also got picked up on a court charge. So I bonded out, and then just with all the court dates, they got mixed up. I bonded out, and I missed those April 11th charges because they were supposed to get seen in May. I've been meaning to go squash that warrant. I do apologize. I really do.
Right.
I'm on bond for it, so I'd like to clear it up, of course.
Well, with the new charges, I'm going to order that you be held. I'm going to issue $250 cash or secured bonds on each of the 4 matters. So it'll be a total of $1,000 in cash or secured bonds. I'll appoint Robin Ald to represent you. And you're going to be seen in justice court on all 4 of those cases on Monday. That's June 16th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. If you're still in custody, that'll be by video. If you bond out, then you need to get to that hearing on Monday at 1 or warrants will issue. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're excused.
Your Honor, this is a Spanish interpreter. I didn't see a Spanish speaker on the list, but I don't know if that's been verified.
It looks like that's the case. No Spanish, right?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You're excused.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Hi, sir. Can I get your full name?
Donovan Christian Martinez, Your Honor.
Mr. Martinez, I am seeing you this evening on some new charges of assault and disorderly conduct. Those are domestic violence offenses. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Give me just one moment.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I am going to order, sir, that you be held on a $1,000 bond. That'll be cash or secured. I'm going to appoint Janet Altschuler to represent you. I'm ordering, if you were to post that bond, that you possess or consume no alcohol or illegal drugs, that you commit no further acts of domestic violence, that you not return to the incident location. You'll have a hearing on Monday, the 16th at noon. That's in Marana City Court. If you're still in custody, they'll take you to a video hearing for that. If you bond out, you need to get to that hearing on Monday at noon or a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor. Do I have permission to speak?
Sure.
Nothing happened domestic. I was going.
I don't want you to talk about the facts of the case at all. Everything's being recorded and can be used against you. You're going to talk to the judge about the facts on Monday.
Okay.
Okay. All right. You're excused.
Sir. Go down the stairs, Silver Mills. There's a metal tray outside the nurse's office. You can put down. Smith, Christopher. Sit down right here. Arms to your shirt.
Hi, sir. Can I get your full name?
Christopher Smith.
Mr. Smith, I'm seeing you this evening on a few different matters. You have some new charges or a new charge of shoplifting, and then you've got warrants, 2 out of Pima County Justice Court for shoplifting from 2022, and 1 for obstructing a highway and criminal trespass from 2024. Those also have several failures to appear on them. And then you've got warrants out of Tucson City Court for shoplifting and drug paraphernalia from 2024. Criminal trespass from 2024 and shoplifting from 2024. So you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Sir, I'm going to order that you be held on $250 cash or secured bonds on each of these cases. So it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, and then we'll just count the city court as 1. So a total of $1,000 in cash or secured bonds. In justice court, I'm going to appoint David Mize to represent you. Order that you not return to any of the incident locations. You'll have a hearing in justice court on Monday, the 16th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. If you're still in custody, that'll be by video. If you bond out, you need to get to that hearing or warrants will issue for your arrest. And then on your Tucson City Court matters, I'm going to appoint the City Public Defender's Office to represent you. And your hearing there will be on June 24th at 1:45. If you're in custody, that'll be by video. If you're out of custody, you would need to get to Tucson City Court on July 10th at 2:30 or warrants will issue. You understand, sir?
July 10th. You know,
We'll get you paperwork.
Yeah, you're gonna get paperwork with all your dates and you've got attorneys and you'll see a judge on Monday, all right? All right.
Tomy, Rachel.
Pull up your pen. Hi, ma'am, can I get your full name?
Rachel Suzanne Tomy.
Ms. Tomy, I'm seeing you this evening on a few different matters. You've got a new charge of interfering with judicial proceedings. It's a domestic violence offense. You've got a warrant out of Pima County Justice Court for domestic violence, assault, and disorderly conduct from February 6th of this year. And you've got a warrant out of Green Valley Justice Court for a criminal trespass from 2024. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. I saw too, I believe that you're on Superior Court probation for a felony. I don't see a hold yet, but I would expect that one would be coming. On these justice court matters, so that's your new charge, and then your other domestic violence charge, I'm gonna order that you be held on $250 cash or secured bonds on each of those. I am going to appoint an attorney for you. That will be Anna Dennis. And then you'll see the judge, let's see, in justice court on Monday, the 16th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going to order that you have no contact with any alleged victims. And then your Green Valley matter will be another $250 cash or secured bond. And we'll appoint also Anna Dennis in the Green Valley matter. Your hearing there will be on Thursday, that's the 19th at 8:30 in the morning. If you were to post your bonds, you would need to get to those hearings or warrants will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yeah.
All right, you're excused.
Okay, go out that door, sit in the middle section. Miss Alvarez.
Hi, ma'am, can I get your full name?
Caroline Elizabeth Alvarez.
Alvarez, I'm seeing you this evening on charges of domestic violence, assault, disorderly conduct, and criminal damage. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty for you at this time and advise you that you're ordered to appear at all of your hearings. If you miss your hearings, they can go forward in your absence. Warrants can issue for your arrest. And if you're convicted at a trial and you can't be sentenced within 90 days of the conviction, you could lose your right to a direct appeal. So ma'am, it says that pretrial services, you were uncooperative with pretrial services, so they weren't able to get some important information from you, which is where are you living and is it with Mr. Moreno de la Cruz?
I'm sorry, I'm a little confused by the question.
My question was, where are you living?
I resign at 7111 West Ferntree Lane with my mother and my children and my brother.
Okay, not with, you don't live with Jesus. That's a no?
Um,
All right, so I'm going to order that you be released on your promise to appear in court. I'm ordering that you possess or consume no alcohol or illegal drugs, that you commit no further acts of domestic violence. I'm ordering that you have no contact of any kind with Jesus. That's whether he wants to have contact or not. You are to not have any contact with him. Do you understand that?
yeah.
All right, and then you need to be in Tucson City Court on July 22nd at 1:30 in the afternoon, or a warrant can issue for your arrest. You will get paperwork with all of this information on it. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, you're excused.
Thank you for sharing.
Uh,
Yes?
the next person took Jonathan refused.
Okay.
Adam? Yep. You're right.
Hey, sir, can I get your full name?
Adam Pettit.
Mr. Pettit, I'm seeing you this evening on a charge of domestic violence assault. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. I am going to enter a plea of not guilty for you at this time and advise you that you're ordered to appear at all of your hearings. If you miss your hearings, they can go forward in your absence. Warrants can issue for your arrest. And if you're convicted at a trial and you can't be sentenced within 90 days of the conviction, you could lose your right to a direct appeal. So, oh, it looks like you were also charged but not booked in on a DUI as well. So both of those are going to be handled out of Tucson City Court. I see that you have no prior criminal history, so I'm going to release you on your promise to appear in court, but under these orders. You are ordered not to drive without a valid driver's license. You're ordered to possess or consume no alcohol or illegal drugs. You're ordered to commit no further acts of domestic violence. Are you living with Danielle?
I'm off and on. I'm at her sister's.
Okay.
Just for the meantime, so they get pulled out.
You can go stay somewhere else, you said?
Yeah, that's just for the meantime.
I'm not going to make a no contact order because pretrial services didn't speak with her, so I don't know what her position is. But if you were to get in contact with her and she doesn't want to have contact, then it needs to stop. All right. Let's see. I am appointing the city public defender's office to represent you. And then you need to be in Tucson City Court on July 22nd at 1:30 in the afternoon, or warrant can issue for your arrest. You will get paperwork with that information on it. You understand, sir?
Good.
All right. Excuse me.
Let's go out that door downstairs. Amy?
Hi, ma'am. Can I get your full name?
Rattler.
Ms. Rattler, I'm seeing you this evening on charges of domestic violence, 3 counts of disorderly conduct. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty for you at this time and advise you that you're ordered to appear at all of your hearings. If you miss your hearings, they can go forward in your absence. Warrants can issue for your arrest. And if you're convicted at a trial and you can't be sentenced within 90 days of the conviction, you could lose your right to a direct appeal. So, ma'am, pretrial services did speak with your husband, who's one of the alleged victims. He said that he does not object to your release and that you're welcome to return home. I see that you don't have any prior history. I'm going to release you on your promise to appear in court. I'm ordering that you commit no further acts of domestic violence. Your hearing in Tucson City Court is on July 22nd at 1:30 in the afternoon. You need to be at that hearing or a warrant can issue for your arrest. You will get paperwork with that information on it. You understand, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You're excused.
Go out that door, knock first. Brown? Come sit right here.
Hi, sir. Can I get your full name?
Stephen Alexander Brown.
Mr. Braun, I'm seeing you this evening on a couple of different matters. You do have a new felony charge of domestic violence, aggravated assault, and then you've got some cases out of Tucson City Court that we will deal with next. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I am going to appoint on the felony matter the public defender's office to represent you, and you've got counsel seated next to you for this evening's hearing. I have reviewed all of the information, including the state's recommendation of a $5,000 bond. I'll hear from defense.
Your Honor, I would ask that you give Mr. Brown an opportunity on pretrial services release. I believe it's according to the report, and I'm sorry, it was just pulling up. This is his first felony arrest of any kind. Given that, we would ask you to give him an opportunity with pretrial.
All right, on the felony matter, I'm going to order a, hold on, let me check something really quick. Okay, I'm gonna order a $1,500 bond. It'll be cash or secured release to pretrial. If that bond is posted, monitoring or treatment as directed by pretrial, no acts of domestic violence, no firearms or weapons. Order no contact with the alleged victim, understanding that that's your roommate. I am gonna put in my order that you could return to the residence one time with a law enforcement escort to collect your personal belongings if you were to bond out. And preliminary hearing date is scheduled for June 24th, but sir, that hearing is very likely not going to happen on that date. You'll get a hearing at a later date. So if you bond out, you need to make sure that you're in touch with pretrial and with your attorney so you know when to get to court. All right, and then your city court cases are in warrant status. Those are for domestic violence, disorderly conduct, and threats and intimidation. One from 2023 and then one from March 23rd of this year. On those matters, I am going to order that you be held on a $500 cash or secured bond. I will appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. And your hearing in Tucson City Court will be with Judge Blue. That will be on June 25th at 1:45. So if you don't post your bonds, then they'll take you to a video hearing. If you do post your bonds, you would need to get to that hearing or warrants will issue. You understand, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're excused.
Grace, Ashley, lock the doors, sit down real quick.
Hey, ma'am, can I get your full name, please?
Ashley Graves.
Miss Graves. Let's see. I'm seeing you on a few different felony charges of possession of a narcotic drug, possession of drug paraphernalia. And then you've got some warrants out of Pima County Justice Court. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. On the felony, you have the right to an attorney. I am going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you, and you've got counsel seated next to you for this evening's hearing. I've reviewed all of the information provided, including the state's recommendation of a $500 bond on felony charges. And I see that she's eligible for steps. All here for defense.
Your Honor, we would ask that you release her to pretrial services supervision. As the court noted, she is eligible for steps. She has no prior felony arrests or convictions of any kind. So given that, we would ask the court give her an opportunity out of custody to engage in steps.
Ma'am, are you interested in getting some drug treatment?
Yeah, yes.
So there's a diversion program that you're very likely eligible for because you don't have any prior felonies, and you have to show up to court though to be able to participate in this program. I would set a hearing in like about a week and a half that you would have to get to. Will you be able to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to order that you be released to pretrial services and set that steps hearing for June 23rd at 9 o'clock in the morning. That's the hearing you have to get to in Superior Court. And counsel waive time for the PH.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
We'll make that on July 29th. I'm ordering monitoring or treatment as directed by pretrial and no alcohol or illegal drugs. And then on your justice court warrants, you've got 2 for shoplifting, one from 2023 and then one from February of this year. On those, I'm going to order that you be released on your promise to appear in court there. That hearing will be on. Was the steps hearing on the 23rd?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so the next day you'll need to be in Justice Court, the 24th at 8:30 in the morning to go and deal with these warrants there. If you don't show up to that hearing, more warrants are going to issue. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're going to get paperwork with all of that information on it. Make sure you get to both of your hearings, okay? All right, you're excused.
All right, go out that door, see what the females. Martinez, Michael.
Hey, sir, can I get your full name?
Michael John Martinez.
Mr. Martinez, I am seeing on a couple of different matters. You've got new felony charges of possession of narcotic drug, possession of drug paraphernalia, and shoplifting. And then you've got a warrant from a 2024 case. Charges are DUI, criminal damage, possession of narcotic drug, possession of drug paraphernalia. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. So I do see, sir, that you you were charged with the DUI and associated cases back in 2024, and then they refiled it. You didn't know about it. So I'm gonna release you to pretrial services supervision. And let's see.
You should, oh,
1 second. I think these are his stuff is mixed up. His stuff is mixed up. Michael John Martinez, the charges under his justice court matter are what should be the charges under his superior court matter.
no.
No worries. Just give me a second. Your paperwork's a little mixed up. See what I'm saying? Should be superior court under the court, and it should have an arraignment date. But instead, the other one has his drug charges, and that shows it as the superior court with the arraignment date. Okay, so this one. Yeah. I think it's just the charges that are wrong on there. See how, yeah, this is the Superior Court one, but see how it has possession of narcotic drugs as the charges? That's not what the Superior Court is. Superior Court is this, who's charging. It's just the charges that are wrong. Yeah, it says felony warrant, so they were wrong about that. The booking sheet is wrong. That's right, I'll fix it. Okay, that's okay. All right, on the Superior Court matter, public defender is appointed. Arraignment is scheduled for June 20th at 1:30. Pretrial services, monitoring or treatment as directed, no alcohol or illegal drugs. And then on the Justice Court, so the new charges. I'm going to set a steps hearing for June 23rd at 9 o'clock. Release to pretrial. And council waive time on the PH.
Yes, sir.
That's July 29th. All right, sir. So I've lost track now of what I've told you. Did I tell you about the drug diversion program? No. So it looks like you're eligible for a diversion program, where if you get to court and you participate in some drug treatment, you could possibly have the felony charges dismissed. So you need to make sure that you get to that hearing in about a week and a half in Superior Court, so that you can be eligible for that program. And then on your other matter with the DUI, you need to make sure that you get to that hearing. That's your arraignment, and that's coming up this next week. Go to that hearing or a warrant will issue, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hi, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
The Ellen number.
All right, Mr. Miller, I am seeing you this evening on a charge of aggravated DUI. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I am going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you, and you've got counsel seated next to you for this evening's hearing. I've reviewed all of the information, including the state's recommendation of a $20,000 bond. I'll hear from defense.
Your Honor, we would ask that you release him to pretrial services supervision. This is his first felony arrest of any kind. Given that, we would ask that you give him an opportunity with pretrial.
Judge, Mr. Muller is serving weekends, and while he's supposed to report next weekend on June 20th for his weekend
Last weekend.
for the same charges for DUI, so I don't think that he should be.
Was the court able to hear all that?
Yes, but except the last part, you don't think he should be able to be what?
Released, because he still has to serve another weekend.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna order a bond given the pending DUI. So I'm gonna order a $10,000 cash or secured bond. Released to pretrial. If that bond is posted, monitoring or treatment as directed by pretrial, no alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm ordering that, sir, that you do not drive. And preliminary hearing date is scheduled for June 24th. But if you were to post your bond, sir, just so you know, that hearing is not likely happening on that date. You will get a hearing at a later date. So you need to be in touch with pretrial and with your attorney so you know when to get to court. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're excused.
Thank you.
And Your Honor,
Yes.
Garcia, both Garcia and Young, they're on a transport out of jail. They would have to be continued to next court.
They're both unavailable for tonight.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we'll continue them to tomorrow.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That'll
I think
do.
that was it.
Yep. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.
Have a good night.
People think we're nearing the end of time, but we've had enough and we've drawn the line. Our flag is up since our people went down, and now we're together from the country to town. We live back in the woods, you see. Big city problems never bothered me. But now the world has changed and so have I, and America can survive. America will survive. We can plow our fields all day long, We can catch our fish from dusk till dawn. Yeah, we have toughed it out a time or two. These are dark days, but we're gonna pull through. We grow good old tomatoes. We got hometown pride. America can survive. America is gonna survive. 'Cause you can't scare us out. You can't make us run. What we got here is freedom and fun. We say grace, we say ma'am. If you don't like that, we don't give a damn. We came from the West Virginia coal mines, the Rocky Mountains, and the big city skyline. Hey, we can hit back, and we're gonna be fine. 'Cause this old country can survive. America can survive. I had a good friend in New York City. Never called me Hank, you call me Hillbilly. My grandpa taught me how to live off the land, and his taught him to be a street smart man. He used to send me pictures of the Broadway lights, and I'd send him some of that homemade scuffling wine. He was lost like so many in the terrible strife, and we're all asking God now, why, oh, why? I read a tooth for a tooth and an eye for an eye. And that's an old slogan we're gonna revive, 'cause America can survive. America will survive. 'Cause you can't scare us out, you can't make a run. We're the boys and girls that have freedom and fun. We say grace, we say man. If they don't like that, we give less than a damn. We're from North California and South Alabama, and all they've done is unite the whole land. There's no more Yankees and rebels this time, but one united people that stand behind. America can survive. America